Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Greetings, everyone, from Jacksonville, Florida, to all of my fellow growers in Kenya. Thank you all so much for having me. I am so honored to be able to speak to you all this morning. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to everyone who is gathered at the annual Pepetwa Farm Conference. I am so excited to see all the great things that are happening at Pepetwa Farm. Watching you all harvest the honey yesterday was super exciting, and I hope to be able to harvest honey once we start our bee farm here in Jacksonville, Florida as well. My name is Lisa Corprew, and I am the founder and CEO of Melanated Growers, a nonprofit with a mission to reduce food insecurity by planting hope one garden at a time in the heart of communities that are long overlooked. It's a true honor to speak with you all today, not just as an advocate of food justice, but as someone who sees community gardening as more than just an act of growing food. It is an act of reclaiming dignity, restoring heritage, and rebuilding the essence of what we in both Africa and the diaspora have always valued, and that is the village. Let me begin by just sharing some context. In the United States, we have what are called food deserts. Those are neighborhoods that are often in urban areas where access to fresh, nutritious food is scarce or limited. These areas are often saturated with convenience stores and processed options, but very little in the way of fresh fruits and vegetables. Jacksonville, Florida, where my organization is based, is no stranger to this. Communities of color, particularly Black and brown neighborhoods, are disproportionately affected by this scarcity. That's where Melanated Growers steps in. We believe that access to fresh food, fresh fruits, and fresh vegetables is a right, not a privilege. Access to grow food, to learn about food, and to share it with community is an even deeper right. It's one that touches the soul of every community. Community gardens are powerful tools of transformation. They do more than just feed bodies. They nurture minds and spirits. We have had the honor of building school gardens. We've built community gardens, and our school gardens also double as outdoor classrooms where students learn about science, sustainability, and culture through the lens of agriculture. We've also planted gardens in neighborhoods where elders now can teach the youth how to grow collard greens, okra, and tomatoes, reviving stories that were nearly lost. Each seed planted in these gardens represents something bigger than itself. It symbolizes self-sufficiency. It revives both health and wellness. And just as importantly, it rekindles connection. As I speak to you today from across the ocean, which I am so happy to be able to do, and I hope to visit you in person soon, I want to acknowledge and honor that what we are doing in America is not new. It is ancient. It is ancestral. It is African. The concept of village, so vital to African communities, has long understood that food is not just sustenance, it is communion, it is ceremony, it is culture. In many villages, farming is a communal activity. Everyone contributes, everyone benefits. The land is not owned by one, it is cared for by many. And that is exactly what we strive to emulate in our gardens. We have adopted a modern version of the village, and we do it in an urban landscape in the city. Our gardens are open, they are intergenerational. We have young and old and in between. They are spaces of shared labor and shared joy. So when we till the soil in Jacksonville, we are honoring the legacy of the village. We are tapping into our ancestral wisdom. What the West has tried to call innovation, we call tradition. And we are restoring tradition one garden bed at a time. The impact of our work is visible. Families who once relied solely on corner stores can now harvest spinach and herbs from their own gardens. Children who have never tasted a fresh tomato can now grow them, name them, and care for them like treasures. But beyond the physical health benefits, something even more profound happens. People begin to believe in themselves again. They begin to see that solutions do not have to come from outside of their communities. They come from inside the community. They learn that their hands, their knowledge, and their unity are enough. We also run workshops that train residents of these communities, our communities, on composting, soil care, and seed saving. It is very important that we save our seeds. It's very important that we use heirloom seeds so that we can reproduce vegetables and fruits year after year after year without having to rely on the system. We listen deeply to the needs of community before we break ground. We go out and we talk. We find out what the needs of the community are. We find out if there are elders where we need to build raised beds so they don't have to bend or squat. We find out if there are small children where we need to build low beds so that they have access to the vegetables. We do all of this before we break ground on any garden. Our gardens are growing, and so is the movement. So, what started as a few small plots has become a network of green spaces throughout Jacksonville. We hope to spread throughout the rest of the country and eventually the rest of the world. We've had residents take the concept back to their home villages during visits abroad. The impact doesn't stop with food. We've seen improved engagement among students who work in school gardens. They work together, which is what we want them to do. They work with community. We want the community to be a part of the schools. We've seen increased social cohesion among neighbors who previously didn't even know each other's names. Now the neighbors are working together to keep their gardens watered, to keep the weeds from their gardens, and to plant seasonal vegetables. So as I speak to you today, I want to encourage all of us, whether we are working in the rich red earth of Kenya, again, which I am super excited to one day be able to visit, or the sandy soils of Florida, where I am now, to remember that this work is sacred. It is more than planting crops, it is planting possibility, planting resilience, planting unity. It is our shared history. And more importantly, it is our shared future. And that future is green. Let us continue to lean into the wisdom of our ancestors. Let us keep our hands in the soil, our hearts in the community, and our eyes on a future where no child, no elder, no family has to wonder where the next meal will come from because we're growing it ourselves. Let us return to the village where food was shared, stories were passed down, and the land was loved. Thank you again for welcoming me into your space. Thank you so much, Violet, for having me. I am so excited to be a part. I am so excited to watch Pepetwa Farms grow. I thank you for coming to share with us through Melanated Growers all the great things that you all are doing. You inspire me. And I appreciate you. Thank you for the work that you are doing on your side of the world. And thank you for reminding us all that even across oceans, we are still rooted in the same soil. Thank you, and may your harvest be abundant. Thank you so much.
To clap. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. You made me cry. You made me cry, and I really appreciate for you to just take your time. By the way, uko Florida, sai ni asubuhi, asubuhi. Yeah, sai ni asubuhi sana. Ni 5 p.m., ni 5 a.m. uko. So ameamuka, ako so passionate about communities, but Nasema tu, thank you so much, Lisa,
Thank you.
for taking your time to just come and speak to us and encourage us, because we are all one whether you are in US, Florida, whether you're in Kenya, Kakamega, food insecurity is so important. And thank you so much for showing, for sharing your important points with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much again for having me.
Thank you. So I'm going to have one of our team translate in Swahili what you just said to the audience, because some might not understand English.
Okay.
So I'm going to introduce Maureen. Thank you.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi there. Thank you so much, Maureen.
Thank you. Welcome. Nitazungumza kwa Kiswahili kwa sababu labda yale Lisa amesema kidogo yamekuwa yakitupita, si ndio? Na pia mimi Kiswahili si mdomo changu sana, lakini nitajikaza. Haya. Huyu ni Lisa, anaitwa Lisa Corprew. Anatoka Florida, Marekani. Na amezungumzia zaidi kuhusu vyakula fresh. Fresh foods. Vile vyakula ambavyo vimetoka tu kwa shamba na vinatengenezwa. Ni vyakula ambavyo vina afya kabisa. Ni wasomi, wameelewa. Ni vile tu tunawaelewesha zaidi, si ndio? Aya, sasa ni Lisa amekuwa akizungumzia kuhusu vyakula ambavyo ni vyakula fresh. Na Lisa anaongoza kikundi kinajiita Melanated Growers International, na mara mingi yeye hufanya kazi ya msaada, kazi ambayo haina malipo, na tunajua mara mingi Mwenyezi Mungu ndio utulipa. Na amezungumzia kuhusu ukulima na upanzi wa vyakula ambavyo ni vyakula kama matunda, maboga kama vile sukuma wiki, spinach. Amezungumzia maboga kama hayo. Kisha akazungumzia pia matunda ambayo wao hupanda. Jambo jingine ambalo amezungumzia, amesema ya kwamba waliona ya kwamba kuna wale watoto ambao labda wanatoka kwa zile familia ambazo ni za kimaskini. Pia ng'ambo kuna maskini, usifikire ni Kenya tu. Pia huko ng'ambo amesema kuna maskini ambao ilibidi wao, yeye na kikundi chake, waliketi chini na wakaamua ya kwamba wataanza hili shirika, na ni shirika ambalo litasaidia katika upanzi, katika kuwahimiza watu tofauti tofauti kupanda vyakula, matunda haswa na mboga. Na akagundua ya kwamba ndio hii aweze kufanikisha jambo hili, atarudi shuleni. Na tunajua unaporudi shuleni utapata watoto wengi. So alirudi shuleni, na huko shule, kwa mashule, amefunza watoto kuhusu, inaitwa innovative gardening. Inaitwa nini? Innovative gardening. Hata sasa CBC. So watoto wanafanya CBC, wanapanda. Na wanafunzwa njia nyingi tofauti tofauti za innovative gardening. Huko ng'ambo najua wengine hawana mashamba, lakini ukikuwa na innovative gardening, utakuwa na, labda utachukua gunia, unaweka ndani mchanga na unapanda. Hiyo ni shamba, ni garden. Unaweza kuchukua mahali kidogo, unapainua kidogo, unaweka mchanga, unatumia kama njia ya wewe kupata nini? Matunda ama kupata mboga zako. Kwa hivyo amezungumzia innovative gardening, na nikidhani watoto pia shuleni kwetu huku Kenya wanafunzwa kuhusu innovative gardening. Na amesema kuna manufaa mengi sana yanatokana kwa yeye kutengeneza hili shirika. Watu wana furaha zaidi. Ukishiba si utafurahi? Anasema kwa hivyo walipogundua hii, watoto wanakula vyakula ambavyo ni vyenye afya, kwa sababu tunajua pia saizi kuna ugonjwa wa kansa. Watu wanapata kansa kwa kula vyakula ambavyo labda vimetumia mambo mengi sana. Lakini tunaporudi kwa njia za kiasili, tunapata kula vyakula ambavyo ni vyenye afya na ni afya bora. Kwa hivyo amezungumzia pia jinsi ya kutunza mchanga, na kuna njia nyingi tofauti tofauti za kutunza mchanga. Na pia akasisitiza ya kwamba tunapotengeneza hizi innovative gardening, tunachukua gunia, tunachukua vitu kama vile, tukitengeneza huwa inafanya watu wanafanya kazi kwa pamoja, na tunapofanya kazi kwa pamoja, mara mingi kunakuwa na hiyo upendo, kunakuwa na ushirikiano, na watu wanaishi kwa umoja na kwa upendo. Kwa hivyo anawahimiza ya kwamba muendelee na mtie bidii, usiogope kushika mchanga, muendelee kulima, kwa sababu ukulima ni nzuri. Ukulima inafanya tunakuwa na chakula, ukulima inafanya tunaishi maisha ambayo ni maisha mazuri. Amemalizia kwa kusema return to the village, yani rudi kijijini. Tunamwona Violet amerudi wapi? Amerudi kijijini. Hapa kijijini anaweza kupata mengi na mengi zaidi. Asanteni.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Lisa, for attending this event. And we really invite you to come to Kenya for next time, so
Can't
we can
wait.
see you in person.
Yes.
So right now we're gonna have hands-on program. So we're gonna move to a different location. So we're gonna enter this virtual Zoom program, but we're gonna record everything, and you'll be able to see like the whole hands-on program that we're doing here.
Awesome.
And
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you again.
Take care.
Okay, I'll
Bye.
talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.